What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as TRX to BTC, also known as Tron to Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at the coin market cap, as well as the current charts, understanding the potential possibility for more retracement, more dips in the market. As we know, Bitcoin is the leading factor in the leading cryptocurrency, and it does kind of lead the market in terms of where it sees price pulls, price retracements, prices swings to the upside. And I really want to speak directly about Bitcoin and where I can see that going and where it could potentially bring the rest of the market down to. Otherwise, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's video. So as you guys can see, we are on the current coin market cap. Market cap is 267.2, 24-hour volume is 55.7 billion, and Bitcoin dominance is 64.9%. Now, we don't look too bad. We seem to be retracing quite well with the rest of the market. You can notice that we are down today quite a bit. Out of the top 10 cryptos, practically everything is down except Tether and EOS, only up by, I guess I would like to say, 1% averaged in. Everything else is down by, I'd rather say 2 to 3%. Things don't look too bad though. It looks like more consolidation, more retracement. It looks like we're on the bottom end of this bear market. So that's definitely a good thing. It doesn't look like we just started this. We seem to have been slowly getting through it as we come towards the halving for Litecoin. All the other coins do look okay. There's nothing really too, crazy happening. Now, I do want to just jump on over to Litecoin, then we'll discuss Bitcoin, and then go into the other cryptocurrencies. Or actually, this is Litecoin right now. I do just want to show you what Bitcoin looks like. So here's the thing with Bitcoin. Most of these coins like Litecoin and Ethereum are very low on their high-low MMA and their RSI. You can see the RSI is practically bottomed out, and you'll notice, though, that we are below its high-low minimum moving average. That was Ethereum. This is Litecoin, practically on the bottom, and we're below the high-low MMA. You'll notice Bitcoin is the one that has the biggest issue. So Bitcoin not only is in some sort of descending triangle, it has downwards volume moving right here. You'll notice volume's dying off. We have a downtrend right here, pushing a lot of downwards pressure on the market and on the price specifically. And not only that, we are in one of two things. So not only are we above our high-low MMA by quite a bit, we are also trading at around 45 to 47 on the relative strength indicator. So two things indicating we are, kind of high up compared to where the other altcoins are. When you look at the altcoins, you look at Litecoin, which just now is below its high-low MMA, and Ethereum, which is below, and probably Tron too. Yes, quite, below. And then you see Bitcoin, the only one that's traded quite high. It's safe to say that we're looking for more retracement in the market. It looks like this bear market is not yet over, but very, very, very close to it. So we're really looking for consolidation back down, and I can draw it out. We're really looking for this to slowly climb back down to where it originated from, back down to a level-headed area, which is around the high-low MMA. And if indeed we do come into contact with this, not only is there a support right here, but we will be practically on the bottom of the oversold line. So two things that indicate that we are bottomed out. We've hit the bottom, and it's finally time to move up to the upside. So that's really what we're looking for. It could be a couple more days, if not a week or two, of retracement and consolidation back down to the downside before we see some sort of giveaway that indicates a break in the downtrend, and then we start to climb up to higher levels, which will be all in all great for the market. Now moving on to Litecoin now, you can see very similar. It looks like it's kind of just holding on to where its price is and kind of waiting for Bitcoin to finally get out of this rut that it's climbed itself into. You can see that we are in a downtrend as well. You can see a lot of downwards pressure here. We've had 1, 2, 3, and 4 points of contact on this downtrend, and it seems like we want to consolidate out at this price, being below the high-low MMA, being practically, well, I don't want to say almost oversold. We're not near it yet, but being, 37 is very close to the oversold level. And it looks like we want to kind of hang out at $90 and trade out sideways right here before potentially breaking down to lower levels such as, $80. So we're going to probably consolidate out here anticipate an $80 retestment and $80 retracement, and then a potential break to the upside. It's not over yet. We're not done. We're not out of this bear market, but there is potential showing that we can see a swing to the upside. So we really kind of have to be patient. You can see we're finally back in our weekly chart. You can see we're back inside of our high-low middle moving averages right here. And I actually really do want to check out Bitcoin's weekly, because that is a great indicator as to how far we are overbought and above the high-low MMA. So you can see Litecoin looks very nice, finally trading in between here right now. It used to be overbought right here. The market used to be overbought. And you can see we finally came back down instead of being overextended, trading down at $87. And we may just stay here consolidating until we see some sort of movement within Bitcoin. Now, I do just want to jump on over to Bitcoin's chart in a second and check Bitcoin out on its weekly before we make any sort of second guesses, because I do believe this is overextended too. So here's a pretty wild thing, and this is the fact that Bitcoin is extremely, or was extremely overbought here in its high-low MMA. You can see we are, extremely overextended here, and we are extremely overbought on its relative strength indicator. So with that being said, we can anticipate some sort of retracement lower. And you guys are asking what price to look at. I want to just zoom in and show you guys what that could potentially mean. The fact that we are this overextended, this just barely overbought, and this far above our high-low MMA. The bottom, the red RSI, the red high-low MMA is around 68.50. So it is definitely safe to say we could see a $7,000 Bitcoin once again, consolidating back down, lowering its RSI on the weekly, and then we could start to see movement to the upside. So that's really what we're looking for, being that this is so overextended and so overbought right now. We do need to consolidate back down right here, and then we could start to see the market kind of level out. Now, I do just want to jump onto Ethereum and then wrap things up with Tron to BTC. You'll notice Tron is having very interesting plays. We seem to be in a bear market for quite some time now, all the way back since, I'd like to say, June 26. It is now July, practically a month. So about a month we've been quite slow. And I've noticed you guys kind of get a little bored, or not even bored, but upset, and you don't want to make any plays at all. And that's why I like to push long-term trading. We didn't really fall by much. We're double bottoming right now on Ethereum right now. And another great thing to notice is, it is quite difficult to make money in a downtrend like this. Yeah, there's small caps right here, but for the most part, we've just been falling. So once again, I've been waiting for a great time to buy in. You can see on Ethereum that there is this huge uptrend right here that we were trading on for quite some time, and we did just recently break away from that. So to see it pull back down to this uptrend is something great to think about. We could potentially use this as a great buying opportunity and ride this back up. So I'm really keeping a close eye on Ethereum, being that it's so close to being oversold, is being so close to retesting its bottom uptrend. There are many indicators that we could see a nice buying opportunity down here, and then flies to the upside. So out of this month, I'd say we have another potential, let's say August 2nd, about a week left of this bear market before we see any sort of volume moving back into cryptocurrency, shooting the price to higher levels, and then we can make some money. So I'm really keeping my wallets ready. I know that there is definitely a great time to be buying in. I know that this market is about to shift into a different view. I think this is just a recent retracement, a healthy consolidation before it can start to move up to higher levels and higher prices. It happens in all the markets. Now, the last thing is to look at Tron. Tron does look quite well. You'll notice we've been recently seeing a pretty massive move to the upside. This is about a 40% dip straight up to the upside. You can see this is where its cap is, its resistance level right here, where it's intercepted a couple of times, acting as a resistance, and it's just recently pulling right back down, unfortunately. Major volume and indication of a major retracement. So honestly, what this market needs is just consolidation sideways movement like this, and then eventually we could see a pop to the upside and retest its high-low middle moving averages. So all in all, it does look great. I do think the market is getting slow, and I understand that, and we have to be patient with things. And that's why I say, just because we're in a bear market, or just because the market is slower, does not mean there isn't money to be made. At prices this low, long-term hodling is something to think about. You know, there's less risk involved with long-term hodling, and it might be a smarter move for you guys. So truthfully, really consider doing long-term trading. You know, I do have a link in the down below that indicates I believe it is a ledger. Sorry, it's super early in the morning. It's like 8:20 a.m. Super early, but Ledger Nano, holding your crypto there, that's what I do, and it's long term. It's pushed away. When I find great opportunities to buy in, that's when I buy into them, but I don't always jump on them. I'm a very conservative trader, but holding on long term has proven to be worth it over the past like 2 to 3 years. So definitely consider that, guys. Otherwise, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.